Hi everybody, I am back with a video for you guys. I'm actually just got back from church. I went to church with my friends Tiana and Tina. Yeah, quite the twosome. Hold on, my legs are way too long for this. And I'm wearing skinny jeans. Just came out from church and then just decided that I wanted to film my favourites because I have not had the opportunity to film it in like the last 2 or 3 days, so I really wanted to do it now. Like, I love filming right after I get back from like doing something. I don't know, I just feel like my makeup looks a bit better, it looks a bit more lived in. I just love my like nice little comfy space. Without further ado, let's get started. There probably, no, there's not. I was gonna say there's a lot of skincare, but there's not. I thought there was gonna be a lot of skincare, but it's quite even, so let's do this. The first product that I'm gonna talk about is this Soap and Glory Deep Cleansing Milk. Guys, for getting off your makeup at the end of the night, this is the real MVP. I said MVP. MVP. This is it. This is what you need. This is it. This. Basically, you guys know that I've been using the Korean, what am I trying to say? I've been using the kind of Korean 10-step routine, and that involves doing a double cleanse. I mentioned it in my how to take makeup off correctly, the science behind taking off makeup correctly. That video is my last video. If you haven't watched it, go watch it now. And I mentioned that I've been doing a double cleanse. This, in conjunction with another one of my favourites, has just been killing it. Just amazing. I'm such a fan of cleansing milks. I don't know what it is. They make me feel like Cleopatra. Like, you know how she used to bath in milk? It just makes me feel so luxurious. It makes me feel so expensive. And just like, oh, it's so rich. Oh, I'd absolutely recommend this. And Soap and Glory are always on promotion in Boots. If you're from the US, I'm sure that they always have a lot of promotions like in your drugstores, but I've been loving Soap and Glory at the moment. I actually have another Soap and Glory product that I'll talk about in a minute. So the first step of the double cleanse is the oil cleanse, and then you need to do the water cleanse, which is in a sense just a foaming cleanser. So the cleanser that I have been loving is the Badescu Glycolic Foaming Cleanser. I actually just have a new bottle of this. I absolutely am in love with this stuff. It foams up so nicely. It does sting your eyes though, beware of that, which kind of sometimes a bit worrying. So this is a glycolic foaming cleanser. This is a chemical exfoliant. You know how I was telling you guys about, well, you wouldn't know if you didn't watch that video. If you did watch that video, good for you, and if you didn't, shame on you. So this is a chemical exfoliant. It uses chemicals such as glycolic acid, lactic acid, salicylic acid to basically exfoliate, cleanse, tone, clean your face, all of that good stuff. And this, in conjunction with this is my first step, this is my second step. Amazing. Get it. The last skincare product is actually these facial radiance pad from First Aid Beauty. I've absolutely wanted to try out this brand for ages because I know that Manny MUA is a really big fan of First Aid Beauty. Side note, if you want to try First Aid Beauty products, you can get the facial radiance pads, 28 of them, along with the facial cleanser and the ultra repair cream for £18 on Beauty Bay at the moment. It's in a set and it's discounted, so I would get it so that you can try 3 products at one time. And basically they're like pads soaked in like the toning solution. Just amazing, guys. After 2 days of using this, I noticed that my skin was just feeling so much softer. When I'd get out of the shower, my skin felt so soft. It felt like all the dead skin was just going. But like I said, this within 2 days, I noticed a difference in the appearance of my skin. I know that Caroline Hirons, I don't actually know how you pronounce her surname, she spoke about this on her blog a few years ago. Anytime I want to buy a skincare product and I put it into Google, if she's mentioned it on her blog, I'm like, yeah, that's fine, I'm getting it. Go in the cart, bye. I keep referring back to my skincare video that I just filmed, but basically I speak a lot more about the Korean skincare routine and the steps that I take to take off my makeup. So this MVP, you there. I've had it for like a week and I already love this. So that was the end of the skincare actually. Moving on to some makeup. So this bad boy right here, not this one, this is the Makeup Geek contour powder. I still don't know how I feel about this, and I don't know why I don't know how I feel about this, but let's save this for another month. Pretend I ain't there. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour powder. This is in the shade Carob. I believe this is the darkest that they do. Guys, this contour powder is no joke. It's pigmented like a motherfucker. What I love is that it's pigmented and you can really manipulate the powder really easily. This is the Morphe Brushes 9BZ palette. This is actually a bronzer palette, and guys, this is like This palette is everything. Like, so you have your yellow shade there for highlighted under your eyes, and then you have your 3 bronzers. I literally just go in with my Morphe M527, the powder brush, and literally just go into all these 3. And then you have your highlighting shade there, which I've been loving. It's so smooth. I have it under my eyes now. So smooth. You don't feel like you're going overboard with it, and it's not too yellow, you know. I find that when I first started doing makeup, I really was using like really yellow powders. Like, if you look at my first ever video on YouTube, like when I look back at it I cringe, but my face was so yellow because I was using the banana powder. Nothing wrong with that, but I was just using so much of it, and there's no need to use that much. Like, this is fine for me. I recommend this palette. Number 1, if you're freelancing, definitely recommend this. Even if you're not freelancing, you can still grab this because this is perfect for traveling. Perfect palette. It's not too expensive. Morphe is just known for amazing quality, and at the moment they are smashing it. Another Morphe brushes product that I use in conjunction with that palette is the Morphe E48. I got this brush per recommendation from Manny MUA and Beauty by Rosita actually. This is a under eye highlighting brush. It has absolutely become my favourite brush. I think it became my favourite brush only when I put down my Sigma F35. I didn't want to give this a chance because I remember I tried to use it one time and it just was not giving me the powder I wanted, but now that is my favourite thing about it because I've kind of moved away from having so much yellow powder on my face looking really carved out. Like, I like my powder to kind of just melt into my face, and this brush is perfect because it picks up just the right amount of powder. Like, it doesn't take too much. So when I'm like going in with the palette, I maybe will just dab in there once, like set everything, then dab in there maybe one more time, and then just go over the colour and everything, and it just distributes the powder so evenly. It's an amazing brush. If you have not ever tried any of the Elite brushes, come on, what are you waiting for? They are amazing. They're so soft, affordable. Morphe brushes is much more readily available in the UK than it was, let's say, a year ago when I first got into the brand. So you guys are at an advantage if you have not tried it because you won't have any struggle trying to buy them. So you have no excuse. Moving on to a foundation. It's my one foundation of the month that has kind of been my favourite. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation. For my like wish list for New York, my shopping list, I've literally put on this list like buy like 500 of these. I always go on about how I use the 111 shade to neutralize foundations. It's absolutely perfect. Today I used these 2 and it's on my skin right now. I love the look of it. At first I think I was quite intimidated because I think I just used too much the first time I used it, so I just kind of left it to the side and just was always using the 111 to neutralize foundations and just didn't bother really like using just the foundation on its own. But now that I'm really enjoying a more matte and more like kind of full coverage face, this is a perfect foundation. It's affordable, it's long lasting, like it doesn't really crease. I don't really have any problems with it. I mean, I've got a bit of crease in there, but that's probably just because I've been at church, a lot of singing, a lot of praise Jesus. But I generally don't get oily with this. Let me check my mirror. I don't get oily with this or nothing. I don't really have any beef with this. I think it looks nice, it looks flawless. The one thing I would suggest that they improve is the shade range, because this is 112 and this is 111. This is so orange and this is so yellow, and I don't understand how you can make the jump from a yellow based foundation to an orange based foundation. Basically they're implying that if you're not this shade, you're this shade, and if you're not this shade, you're this shade. I don't understand. If you do have an orange red undertone but you just need something that's lighter, this is not going to be the one because it has a yellow undertone, so that doesn't really make any sense. So I really do hope they work on that. But to be honest, I don't really have a problem with mixing the two because it is affordable. If this was like £50, then hell no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. If you're based in the UK, in Europe, have a look on eBay because that's where I got mine. If you're based in the US, lucky you. Another favourite from Soap and Glory, this is the One Heck of a Blot Instant Power Perfecting Primer. This is amazing. This is what I have on my face. No matter how many primers I own, I will never get tired of buying new primers. I absolutely love primers. I don't know what it is. They're my guilty pleasure. Like, I don't know, they just make me weak. Oh, I just love the feeling of like the silicone, like just squeezing everything in, just covering your pores, just giving you a flawless base. I never understand when people say that they don't wear a primer, because you will absolutely notice the difference between wearing a primer and not wearing a primer. Your makeup will go in so much better, you will not get oily, you will not have pores, in some cases you might not even crease. So I always recommend the primer. I bought this as per recommendation from Casey Holmes, but this primer is just amazing. I have it on today. I've been wearing it for maybe the past 2 weeks, and I've been doing a lot of overtime at work, and on my lunch break at work I usually like powder just before I go back to the shop floor. Guys, every day that I wear this, I do not have to powder once. Like, it just keeps all the oils at bay. I think this in conjunction with the L'Oreal Infallible foundation is just an amazing match. Now we are on to like a setting product. This is the Pixi by Petra Glow Mist. It says it has propolis and argan oil. This is amazing. It's not a setting spray, so if you're looking for a setting spray, they do have a setting spray, which I have not tried, but I know that Beauty by Rosita does love it, and everything that she loves I tend to love. This is a glow mist. This is what you just put after your makeup, and guys, the last month I've just been loving this. You could probably tell, look at my bottle. I am a die-hard fan of Fix Plus, but I don't know, I've been reaching for this so much more than a Fix Plus, because I do enjoy matte foundations, but I like having a little bit of a glow, and this allows you to have a matte foundation with a glow. Like, look at my highlight. Like, look, when you put your highlight on and you dust it on, it's looking nice, but when I finish my face and then just do it with this, bam, bam, bam. Like, you get this kind of metal just dripping wet off your face, golden lunch money $50 bill highlight. This is what you get. Expensive, okay? This is just holy grail. Holy grail. I love this. Like, this is amazing. One more makeup product, then we are on to our random favourite of the month. This is the Zoeva Graphic Eyes Pencil. These Zoeva Graphic Eyes pencils are just, they're on another level. Like, they're on another level. They are so incredibly creamy. Bam, bam. Barely even, like, barely, bruh. They are so incredibly creamy, they are long lasting, pigmented, just amazing, and they're perfect for your eyes, because eyes are the most sensitive part of like your face, you know, so it's really important that you're not shoving stuff in there. Duh. I used it just once and I was like, this has to go into my favorites. Like, this has to go in my favorites. This is absolutely the creamiest formula for eye pencil that you will ever find, ever. And then my last favourite of the month, my random favourite, this is actually the Little Book of Skincare. It's written by Charlotte Cho. Guys, this book, this bitch, this book, like, the reason that I'm able to give you guys so much more like skincare advice and so much knowledge is because I've been reading a lot of stuff. She's so insightful, like, she's really sweet. She understands that not everybody's gonna understand the Korean like way of doing things, so she explains them for you really like simply. She's got me so excited about skincare and Korean skincare, and I feel like I'm really just ready to go in and tackle it, whereas before I felt like I was a little bit intimidated and didn't know like where to start, and she's really just helped to pinpoint some of the key brands that you should be looking out for, ingredients, what you should not be using, some of the routines that you really need to incorporate. I'm almost finished the book as well, so I'm gutted, but that's fine because I'll find another book to read. I will. So now for music favourites. I had so much last month. My favourites ended up being like 500 hours, but I'll probably have a little less now till die. All of the names will be in the bottom box. Before we do that, I just want to say how disabled I feel without this pinky finger. All I do is point at people with this like hey, that's why I need no one learn. Now you got amnesia, baby. For all my babies that are for all the hoes that wanna diss. I ain't sorry, nigga, nah. Suck on my balls, pause, I had enough. Tell him, boy, you better call Becky with the good hair. I'm Becky. One more song. It's from Hillsong Young and Free. It's called Where You Are. My fave. That's my church, by the way, and I went to church and the message today was amazing. It was about gratitude. Just want to share that with you guys because I think we can get caught up and we're not even thankful for the fact that we're here. So thank you for you guys. I always say this in every video, but thank you because you truly don't have to watch my videos and you don't have to support me in the way that you guys do, but you do. So thank you. New love, this before God, I just wanna be where you are. So those are all my favourites for this month. I hope that you guys enjoyed it so much. I think every month you sit down and like, what are my favourites, what are my favourites? And you think that you're going to have about 2 things and you're like, oh, I'm not really going to have anything. And then you have like a ton of stuff that you love. But yeah, this month was a good month because I was really getting my skin back on form. And like I said, I've been learning so much about skincare. So I'm ready to just buy some new products and try a lot of new stuff out for you guys to try. I love like trying stuff out and then telling you guys whether it worked or not. I feel like I'm just like the filter. I'm the plug. I'm the plug. We also finally hit 500 subscribers. Woohoo! 1,000 soon. That's the next goal. And when we hit 1,000, that's when I'll be doing a special video for you guys. I know I said I'd do a special video for 500, but I feel that's a bit premature. When we get to 1,000, you know what it is. So tell your friends, tell your sister, tell your next door neighbors, cats, brothers, preachers, hairdressers, shavers, hair person, shopping, deliver, collector, or Chinese takeaway man about my channel so that they can subscribe and that we can get to 1,000 and you can see a special video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye guys. I got hot sauce in my